So I did end up being able to get this pedal onto the platform. This is a custom pedal that Grassflap built. Originally it was over here, and the problem is this is kind of a pinch point that if this part gets bent, that it will the cable will fail. With talking with David at Grassflap, we did talk about the best placement of the pedal would be towards the back, to where you could control this with the heel of your foot and not with the toe. The problem I was running into was getting it placed to where it could be back here and I could still close this without it affecting the latch. The other problem I was running into with moving it back was that there wasn't enough room for me to get my feet in here and ride on this thing comfortably. With the way it's on here now, I am able to close the platform and latch it, and as you can see, the cable comes out the bottom. That was something that was very important to me, to be able to close this platform because of the space in the trailer, and being able to get both mowers in there requires this platform to be closed. The cable routing was pretty easy. I just routed it. I did not have to drill any holes. I just routed it out of the bottom of the platform and underneath. I did end up pinning the cable here with a zip tie. The reason for that was because if I didn't do that, the cable would want to get into this spring, which is kind of your shock absorber for riding on the platform. From here, I was able to run the cable up in next to the hydro motors and around to the front of the mower. I did end up routing it around underneath the battery box, and that was to keep the cable out away from the motor. Then I did a loop around and back to the Grassflap. I tried to do a gradual loop the best I could, and then pinned it into place just to keep it up out of the belts with a zip tie. It's very important that whenever you zip tie these things, that you do not tighten these zip ties down because of the way this cable system works. So I definitely like the pedal on the platform better than on the side like I had it. It's definitely more comfortable, easier to use. It's way easier to open and close the Grassflap. Now the pedal you're seeing here in this video, this was a prototype pedal that we were using to figure out what size pedal we could use on this platform because of the size of the platform. He's kind of changed it so the pedal that you will get for the 36 will be a little bit different shape than this one. But by doing this, we were able to figure out what size pedal we could use on this platform and still get your feet on there comfortably. So I've been using this thing quite a bit lately, and it's a very comfortable to use, especially on these V-Rides. I absolutely love having the foot pedal on this thing so that I don't have to take my hands off to open and close the chute block. I've liked this Grassflap enough that I'm actually gonna take off the SCAG one off of the 52, and I'm gonna put another Grassflap onto that mower also. Don't forget there is a discount code, and I'll have that down in the description. It gets you $10 off of your order of a Grassflap.